Hello, everybody, and welcome to Solo Rolling. I feel like it has been quite some time since we did one of these. Um, if this is, hey Randall, if this is your first time watching Solo Rolling, then what it is me playing Dungeons and Dragons 5e, usually by myself. I say usually because I think I played one other game that wasn't Dungeons and Dragons 5e. So I can't say only Dungeons and Dragons, but yeah, without a dungeon master, and it's usually using the solo adventures that are found on DM's Guild. This one is from, I guess I don't know if it's a single person Dicey Choices or if it is like a newer publishing company. I wasn't able to find anything else from them on DM's Guild. So I think they're probably rather new. I think this is going to be a part of a series. This Beyond the Horizon Oracle. I'm not sure if Beyond the Horizon is the series name and then Oracle is the actual one shot. But I also had another one I was very excited to play that I had picked out, and I bought it, started reading it, and I realized that it was for a dungeon master and one single player. So I'll have to get another guest on to run that one. But anyway, tonight, yes, we are playing Beyond the Horizon Oracle. I think one person is behind it, Alex. Oh, you got to play test this one. English isn't the writer's first language, but it worked pretty well. Oh, cool. Yeah, I assumed it was a new-ish person since I didn't see anything else from them, but I just kind of bought it and saw that it at least had a pretty good-looking layout and bought it. I've gotten a few, maybe one or two solo adventures from DM's Guild, or was about to get them, and then I looked at the preview first, and they look. I mean it's hard to make adventures for DM's Guild, and it's hard to make 5e adventures, but it was pretty rough. What do you call it? Like the overlay, the outline. Yeah, Danny, I'll try not to die so that until we get you in here helping. So tonight I will be playing a Modron. A Modron level 3 sorcerer, and I went a little cliche. I'm going to be the Clockwork Soul sorcerer, and I went Modron because the campaign 2 of Halfway to Heroes is going to be starting up real soon, and Modron's going to be playing a part in that, so I wanted to kind of just be one for a little bit. And its name, you may be asking, is didn't get that far. Let's call him Norman. Norman the Modron. Ooh, I like that. So Norman is a level 3 Clockwork Sorcerer. I don't know how well that's going to do in a solo adventure. I was leaning heavily towards Fighter because I just feel like, I don't know, martial characters seem to do a little bit better in solo adventures, but let's just see what happens, see what kind of wild antics we can get into. Oh yeah. Oh, so it says Dungeon Master Alex. I guess that means the writer. Oh, look at that, Randall. You were right. Your name's right there and everything. If I would have read past page 1, I would have seen that. I will say, scanning through this, I really, really like the look of it. I like the like most pages have look at that. That's really, I like minimalistic art like that. So it was really in my kind of preferred look for layouts. So what you need to play, yeah, the colors are really, really nice. And it's one of the first thing I noticed, honestly, I noticed the cover, and then after the cover, I'll look at a preview, and I will kind of look at the layout slash colors, and that's a big selling point for me. Assumes you know D&D 5e. I know that this is set in Theros, if I'm saying that right. Theros. Ancient Greek setting, Greece, not Greek. Level 3. So they gave you a starter character if you needed one, but I ended up making my own. This epic journey starts with the character traveling around the known lands, following a mysterious voice in their head. Out of interest, because they were annoyed, because they feared what would happen if you don't, you decide. The adventure is centered around the pillar of exploration, with some battles and some opportunities for social interactions. The adventure can be successfully concluded with any character, and its final goal can be achieved in different ways to account for different playstyles, like that. You may complete the adventure without fighting or with up to 6 battles. I hope I don't get in 6 battles, because I don't think a sorcerer can survive 6 battles. Based on challenge rating alone, most of the battles are considered easy to hard. Bear in mind resource depletion. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Okay, adjusting effects. I'll try to skim through any of this, because I feel like this is just saying... yeah, okay. Changes to the rules. When a character drops to 0 hit points, you have the following prompts indicated on the battle page. In most cases, dropping to 0 results in character death, so let's not do that. Winning condition is if you defeat your opponent. Okay. Spells can be cast out of... yeah. Any comments? A final warning. If you plan to play through all the chapters of Beyond the Horizon, pick your path wisely. Your actions in Oracle will determine what happens in the next chapter. So there is going to be more, which is cool. I like series of these, as Randall can attest. And then prologue, lots of reading. Okay, I can do this. Like I said, it's been a while. Oh man, the very first word is a hard name. Crufix's champion soared across the night sky, propelled by wings made of stars. In the mortal world below, a scholar pointed a finger towards her, explaining that the mysteries of the gods to a small crowd of raptured students. All they can see is a constellation, she considers, though they are aware of my connection to the gods. Approaching the horizon, the champion spread her eagle wings to be able to fly in the world of mortals. A second pair of diaphanous wings made of starry night, a gift of the god who created her, folded over her leonine body. This is going to be a rough run, guys. I don't know. I'm having trouble already. She only had partial control over them, not that it mattered. The champion manifested in the mortal world and landed after a short dive into the blue sky, her paws stomping on the shores without making any noise. The chorus of restless whispers in her head meant that something was rather important. It was unusual for a god. It was important. It was unusual for our god to demand his champion's presence with this sense of urgency. The god of mystery surely behaved as such, as she did not know why she was being summoned. Crufix was in the sanctum where the champion took residence some centuries ago. The god visited from time to time. A four-armed, cloaked outline filled the starry night sky. The champion's eagle wings bowed in front of the god, and her Nyx-born wings followed. The god spoke a subtle whisper, pressing into the champion's mind, like a force that cannot be contained. My siblings are restless, and at this time it is no ordinary squabble. One has a plan that will destroy the others. The champion nodded. She knew the day would come eventually, and you cannot intervene, otherwise a war between the gods will ensue. Crufix did not reply, but she knew she was right. Show me the mortal, the champion continued, and I will ensure that they foil your siblings' plan. This is something that had to be done hundreds of times over the years, but this time it was different. Crufix's starry-shaped, shifted posture almost as if uncomfortable. He changed the topic of the conversation. You're aware of what we call a fate, the life that is woven for each mortal at birth. The champion smiled humbly. Crufix? Maybe we'll just call him... Okay, we'll try Crufix a couple more times, see if I get better at it. Had just confirmed one of her most recent intellectual revelations. It took her decades of conversation with philosophers and melties to realize that each mortal's life course is decided when they were born. And now she has a name for it. Fate. Therefore, the mortals that we have guided to oppose our sister siblings were born with that purpose. Woven, you say? I reckon that is a purposefully chosen word. She stared at the stars, the cloaked figure in her eyes would be if the gods were human. You say woven, or threaded. Crufix's thoughts became sterner, the weight of the ages heavy in his voice. However, this time as no one has born fated to foil my siblings' plan. The champion did not know what to answer. The silence was deafening until Crufix spoke again. We have but one possibility. Why or how it happens is a mystery to even me, but occasionally a string in the pattern becomes loose, unbridled, impossible to tame and bend to the fate that has been determined for that creature. The champion froze in awe and panic, thundered by the sudden revelation that what she considered one of the most mysterious, one of the mysteries of life itself, her mind gifted as few others and trained by centuries of philosophical debate, processed the implications in an eye blink. And that is how heroes are born. Crufix nodded. The heroes are different. Unpredictable, impossible to control. All we can do is offer clarity in their choices they have and hope that their decisions will oppose my siblings' plan. Couldn't we just tell them to do that? The champion regretted her question immediately. The choices will determine the fate of the gods and the other mortals. Trusting a mortal with this information would be unwise. The shape of Crufix slid on the mosaic floor of the sanctum. The traveler, the god, simply said, pointed to the horizon. The champion leapt to the window, and the hero supposed to save or condemn Theros appeared rather unassuming. She had expected someone grand for this task, but she thought to herself, to be successful against my sibling, the hero will need allies. We will guide them to different parts of Theros, where they will have the opportunity to gain some favor of the gods, although this means they will have to make an enemy of others in the process. This was the first time in centuries that Crufix had explained what his plan was. Again, she did not share her thoughts. The champion found himself even more surprised when the god provided even more details. I led the traveler to an island where, amid the quarrels of two of my siblings, lies a precious gift. Some would consider it a curse, but no one would deny it as useful ability when your choices become the existence of gods and mortals. Crufix started to phase out, the stars flickering and dying one by one. Wait, what do we call fate that is not assigned when mortals create for themselves? Destiny. Oh man, my eyes are watering. Oh, it hit me. The champion smiled and gazed again at the figure far on the horizon. Her task was to watch over the traveler as they created their own destiny. She took flight, flapping both her eagle wings and her starry wings, and the champion would not be at the sanctum for quite some time. So, I need to stop a sibling from taking over a bunch of gods. That shouldn't be too hard. Or killing a bunch of gods. The village of Creatin. Let me get some background audio going. So we're in a village. We'll try this one. Let me know if you all can hear this, or if it's too loud or too quiet. Sounds like it's mostly music to me. The Traveler. The gods called you and you answered. For now, only you know why you listened to the insistent whisper in your head. Interest, fear, devotion, maybe simply to avoid becoming mad. What matters is that the mysterious voice led you through arid lands and rough seas until when, at the sunset on the 11th day, you caught sight of a mountainous island far on the horizon. Calm sea and no wind, you estimated that you would reach the shore by morning. You sat down gazing toward the small island, and that is when lightning struck out of nowhere. Once, twice, 3 times. From the clear evening sky, 3 lightning bolts cracked in the air in rapid succession, hitting somewhere near the top of the mountain island. A single imperious thunder followed. Lightning with no clouds, you thought. Gods are restless. After a quiet night, you reached Keratin. Keratin is what I'm going to call it, because that's its name from here on out. A small village on the shore of the mountainous island where a small community of fishers and farmers thrives under the guidance and protection of the local temple. Unsure of what to do, you took some time exploring the village, waiting for the voice to speak again. Good level for the audio. Thank you, Danny. I'm actually going to switch it, though, because I believe there's literally, yes, a fishing village one. That was country village, but we're in a fishing mountain town. Find Kephos. You stagger, stunned by the whisper lingering in your head. Hearing the voice of a god was something unimaginable until a few days ago. And now it's the norm. Who is Kephos? You ask, but there's no answer, but the voice's authoritative tone leaves no doubts what is expected of you. Got this far? Better get started. Here we go. It's been a while. Around the village. Hand raised to shield your eyes from the sun, you start to wander around the village. From its raised position on the top of a hill, the temple to the sea god Thassa dominates the village. A river flows through the temple and reaches the lower village level with the waterfall. Around it, lush gardens are adorned by a multitude of blue and yellow flowers. At the edge of Keratin, farmers tirelessly harvest their crops under the scorching sun. To the west, an imposing open-air theater marks the limit of the village. From the harbor, where a fisher tends to her boat, you walk a square flanked by white columns, where lively merchants sell food and linen clothing. While most people pay you little attention, 2 elderly women peek at you and whisper at each other from under a canopy. Okay, where should I look for Kephos, you wonder? Ooh, okay. So, I've got one map right above me. That's just because it's the first battle map out of like 6 or 7. But I hope you all can see this map well enough on the screen. So it looks like we've got, is it 7 options? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But the 8th one is if we find Kephos. So where to go first? I feel like it. I mean, we've got these ladies talking about Norman, the Modron. I don't know how usual Modrons are here. Let's walk through the options. Temple, Waterfall Gardens, Elderly Women, Theater, Merchants in the Main Square, Crop Fields, Talk to a Fisher. I almost read that as Talk to a Fish, and that would be pretty cool if I could do that. I'm thinking I'm gonna approach these women that are side-eyeing me. Two older women sit at a round table, sheltered from the sun by a wooden shade. One looks at you lazily, using her straw hat as an improvised fan. The other reaches for a cane as you approach. When you're a few steps away, a mangy cat stands up and stretches under the table, and you ask if they know who Kefos is. Who? The artist, the second one says loudly to her. The one who was exiled the other day. We shouldn't talk about him, we're not allowed. The gray cat takes a couple of timid steps in your direction. Oh, feed the cat. Yes, I do want to feed the cat. Please, thank you so much. It is a animal handling check, you say? It's a +0. I'm not very good with animals. That is a 7. I fed the cat. He fed the cat bad. How'd I feed a cat wrong? 56. Oh god, what's gonna happen? Bad kitty. Oh no, you hold a small piece of dried meat in your hand. The cat glares at the food haughtily and then hisses at you. One of the ladies knocks the ground with her cane. You should go, dear. Yeah, I think so too. Sorry. Okay, well that was eventful. Apparently this Kefos got exiled the other day. Can a Modron smell bad though? It just smell like metal. Where would I want to go? Messed up your one. I know. I got excited. I finally get to feed an animal, and then I messed it up. I goofed it hard. I feel like visit the theater is gonna not. I don't know. Talk to a fisher. What if I do bad on all these? I'm gonna go talk to a fisher. You approach a fisher. Hair tied in a tight bun, the tanned woman grunts when you speak Kefes' name. Why are you looking for him? Never speak that name again. The woman yanks a fishing net caught somewhere in her boat. Oh. You can only make ability checks once. So, leave her alone. No, not gonna do that. We're a pushy one. Norman is, I mean. Say what you need to find out that happened to him. Persuasion check. Help her disentangle her fishing net. I think I'll do that. If she's struggling on this, a sleight of hand. I almost took sleight of hand, and I was like, I won't need to use that. Second roll of the night's a sleight of hand. It's a +2 though. I don't know why. 7 again. Oh no. I'm gonna rip the net. Oh no. It's the cat all over again. Well, I tried. The fisher lets you try a few times and grumble. Give it back to me. She turns around and mutters something about wasting time. Oh my goodness. What do I do if I go through and burn all of these? Oh man. Maybe I will go to the theater. Maybe I need to... I think I might lose. It might be the first solo rolling where I lose by not dying. Let's go to the theater. A semicircular block of porous stone shaped in 3 tiers of seating surrounds an oval wooden stage. The performance area was once delimited by 4 marble statues, now dusty piles of rubble. Dried olive branches, likely the remnants of a theater performance that took place days ago, lie forgotten on the ground. On the other side of the stage, a Triton supervises a group of human workers with the shade of a large oak. Short and stocky, the Triton has oily green and white skin, with roughly circular spots. A long white fin runs down his spine, ending as a floppy crest on the top of his head. He holds a white and pink conch shell in his left hand. The Triton jerks his head to flip his floppy crest from the left to the right side, and then sighs. Is this going to take much longer? We got functions to attend at the temple. And the man shakes his head. We're sorry, Bisis. These statues are heavier than it seems. Examine the rubble. Talk to Bisis. I'm worried if I examine the rubble, I'm gonna, like, cause everything to collapse or something. And... oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, did that follow not make a noise? Oh no, I need to fix that. But still, thank you for the follow. Alright, are we going to investigate, or are we just going to talk to Bisis? I honestly don't know. Oh, you know what I'm going to check? I need to test if the sound alerts are working. Okay, sound alerts are working at least, so that's good. What do you guys think? Talk to Bisis or investigate the thing? I feel like, obviously, if I did well at investigating the thing, I could probably help Bisis get on his way quicker, but... I don't know if that's gonna... I haven't really got to talk to anybody yet. I'm going to examine the rubble. I've got to roll above a 7 eventually. Oh wait, I clicked it. Oh no, I clicked something wrong. So that was theater. So make an investigation check. Would you know my investigation is a +0? Hey, I got above an 8. Or I mean, I got above a 7. With an 8. Look at those rolls. 7, 7, 8. Oh my goodness. You sit down on the ground and try to reassemble the head of one of the statues. Too many pieces, too similar to each other. I'll never be able to recombine them. Oh, okay, but I got to go back to the theater, so that's okay. Let's talk to Bisis. And you are... Bisis asks when you approach, flipping his head fin from one side to the other. I like this guy. And his floppy... head fin. Oh, you're not gonna find Kephos in Keratin. Thesso exiled him for his crimes against us. He hexed people, caused misfortunes, ruined the many lives of the people of Keratin. I had to bring him to Thessa for judgment. Art, he called it. Blah. He had no respect for Thassa. Did I say Thessa earlier? Because I meant Thassa. An offense to the order of the peace for the god of the sea brought to the village. This is where the profane creatures were. The Triton pauses and scratches his left cheek. While you're here... Nah, you're a foreigner. You're not worthy to serve Thassa. Thanks, asshole. I don't like this guy anymore. Okay, so I need to make a persuasion or intimidation check. I don't feel like I'd be about intimidation. Oh, good, because my persuasion's +4. Fucking finally, a 22. Well, perhaps there's a way you could earn Thassa's favor. You see, when the High Priestess exiled Kephos, we thought we would sail away and that Thassa would consume him. Instead, he went into the woods, so he's still on the island, able to curse us and bring ruin upon Keratin. People can't sleep in peace knowing that he could defy Thassa's will and sneak into the village at night. Let's say that convincing Kephos to leave the island permanently would be a great service to the village. Unless, of course, Erebos' whip takes him before he had a chance to leave the island. As everyone in Theros, you are well familiar with the expression to be taken to the whip of Erebos, who is the god of the dead. You understand that Bios is suggesting that you would be compensated if you were to die at your hand. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a lot of work to do. As you walk away, you hear a mumble, the top of the stage goes to the painting of Thassa, Mother of the Kraken. For the entrance, we have two versions of Thassa, Protector of the Sea. Assess the attentions, make an insight check. Yeah, I'll do that. It's a +0 though. 6. We're going back down, everybody. Explore the theater. I think I can just go back to the village. If you have found a way to track Kephos, I think I did. Right? I mean, I know he's in the woods. I think that's enough to qualify that. Maybe? Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go find him in the woods. Yeah, you walk to the edge of the crops and look above your shoulder. The village of Keratin is quiet and peaceful behind you. Are you ready to venture into the woods to track down Kephos? After I change this song, I will be. This one should be good. If Pearl is taking you to Kephos, nope. If you receive directions, nope. Oh. I guess I'm not able to track him yet, because I don't have Pearl and I didn't get directions from the temple. Well, that leaves Temple, Waterfall Gardens, Merchants, Crop Fields. Let's go talk to the merchants. White columns with capital representing sea creatures adorned with the sides of the square. Several merchants sell their produce and others in wooden stalls are scattered around. A centaur with a thick brown beard claps your hands. An adventurer, I bet you're in need of equipment. I pictured, when I read centaur with a big beard, I pictured an actual just legit horse with a big beard, and then I remember that centaurs' top hats are humans. Oh. No, I don't really need to sell stuff. Do they need ingredients, you say? There is a temple where acolytes study different creatures, poisons. If you bring bodies or parts of poisonous animals. Okay, so try to find bodies of poisonous animals, I guess. Let's go to the Waterfield Gardens. Around the waterfall is a small oasis lush with green grass and bell-shaped cerulean flowers. Smaller yellow flowers alternate with blue ones in an unnaturally regular pattern. A path through the garden takes you behind the flowing water where morsels of crimson, coral, and stones of different shades of blue composed a mosaic of an imposing triton holding a bronze bidet. Bident. I was like, why is this motherfucker holding a bidet? Oh, you sent the whole song? Man, the demo's really good. Oh, you know what we should do? We should give the viewers here a sneak peek at that song. like around the midpoint of here. Yeah, let's do that. I'll play it on the midway break, so that whoever's watching can get the very first peek, myself included. I haven't even heard this song for the campaign 2 of Halfway Heroes. Johnny sent me a sneak peek of it, and I loved it a lot. So that would be exciting. Okay, so back to this person holding a bidet. Pay homage to the god. Sure, I mean, when in Rome, right? Religion is +0. 4. Look at those rolls. 7, 7, 8, 6, 4, and a 22. So out of 6 rolls, only 1 has been above an 8. It hasn't been a good roll 29. Only Danny's allowed to hear it. Okay, everyone else, plug your ears. Alright, I am going to the temple. Shells are arranged to resemble sea creatures decorate the steep steps to the temple. The quiet gurgling of river which enters the temple on the northwest side can barely be heard when standing on top of the stairs. On the opposite side of the temple, the river turns into a powerful waterfall, adorned with tall indigo columns that contrast with white marble floor and ceiling. The temple hosts several acolytes and priests, some of which bathe in a round pool of fresh river water in the middle of the main hall. Coral formations of regular geometric shapes and colors alternate in precious patterns, converging on the statue of a stern crimson Triton holding a bronze bidet. As you observe the temple around you, Triton approaches you. Traveler, I see you're not from Keratin. Before you can visit the temple, you need to speak to the High Priestess Therita. Okay. Go to entry 69, giggity. You are brought before Thectra, priest of Thassa. The Triton walks out of the pool, staring at you with her large eyes. Thin yellow stripes creatures, an intricate, repetitive pattern on her dark green skin. An acolyte hands Thectra a robe made of seaweed, woven to look like waves across the body. Thassa blesses you, Thectra says with a surprisingly hoarse voice. Oh, why do you seek audience with us? At the mention that you are looking for Kefra, she replies, I see you travel from afar. I'm afraid your journey's come to an end, unfortunately an unsuccessful one. I divined his future after Bios brought evidence that he hexed several creatures. One of our fishers, Kretha, found a painting he made where fish swam away from her boat, and she has not been able to catch anything since. Old Patrock asked a sculpture of himself, and Kefros depicted him without teeth. He woke up with bare gums the next day. On a vase, he painted one of Alexis's goats carried into the woods by a winged monster, and the following day the animal's nowhere to be seen. Acolyte walks close to Thectra's attention, but the priest dismisses him. But the real evidence was in Kefros' house. Every sculpture, painting, piece of poetry, pottery represented a misfortune that happened to someone in the village. Pitiless curses that Kefros disguised in his artistic talents. By the will of Thassa, I have exiled him from this village 2 days ago. He knew Thassa would swallow him if he fled by boat, so he went to the woods. Maybe he thought the spiders would be less dangerous. You have discovered a way to track Kefros. Okay. Ask if she performed the divination again to see if he's dead. We'll do that. We'll see if he can do the divination again. Oh, thank you, Randall. Yeah, I would love that. I'd also really like to find more, because I mean, there's not a ton of solo adventures. I've been kind of, like I said, I found this new trilogy I got really excited about, and then I realized, because it was under the um, solo adventures theme on DM's Guild. Oh my goodness, I got another 7 with a +4. Let me just go track this fool. But yeah, I found out it was a one-on-one, so I was bummed. I actually just found this one today while I was searching, trying to find one to run tonight. Ooh, I believe I'm in, like, chapter 2 now. Did you write this one? This one was written by the kind of handle that they go by is Dicey Games. Wait, Dicey Choices, sorry. And their actual name is, well, all I've got is Alex. I don't have a last name, but yes, Dicey Games. And now I'm trying to find my, okay, I should have, here we go. David Bond put out one recently, Uncertain Life. He's a moderator. See, I don't feel like all of them are marked correctly on DM's Guild, because I was looking just today and I think there's only like 3 pages of solo adventures on DM's Guild, and they're like, I don't know, 20 per page or something, but a lot of them are like older editions and stuff. But I don't think I saw that Uncertain Life one on that page. Observing from afar. This entry is from the champion's point of view. If you wish to skip it and continue the traveler's adventure, go to 104. I'm the champion, right? It's... yeah, so there was the god, and then did the god have their own champion, and then they picked a hero? I think I'm the champion. Let's see. Oh no, the champion is the one who picked me. Gotcha. The champion soared in the blue sky over the Keratin. Locating the traveler was not an issue. She did not know, but she knew that they would find their way to the woods eventually. Gazing upon a minuscule humanoid figure climbing up the mountain, she stood still in the sky, her 4 wings flapping in a sinuous dance of blue feathers to the starry night sky. The traveler is safe. I will observe from afar. If I'm spotted, I will simply look like a large bird in the sky. As often happened, the champion lost himself in thoughts. I wonder if the traveler realizes the weight that they carry on their shoulders. So much depends on small, apparently meaningless choices. Go to 104. Oh, cool. I will, Uncertain Life, you say? Sorry, everybody. When I find out about one, I need to make sure... oh! I did see this cover. Okay, good to know. This looks like a longer one, which will be very fun. Alright, sorry for that. Oh no, which way? Which? So I went to 104. The Crossroad. I wonder if I'm supposed to have a map up. The Bear Trail snakes through the mountainous landscape. Close to the summit on the mount that dominates the land, you can see the sea from your raised viewpoint. A salty sea breeze cools you down as you look for a way forward. What is that, you think? Far away over the horizon, a large bird flaps its wings. I wonder what that is. You squint to focus on the creature as its wings seem blurred in the distance. However, if you're able to get any more details, better if I go. It may be a predator. The path continues downhill in front of you in a small gorge flanked by tall cliffs of poured stone. On your left, you see a shrine on the peak of the mount, and you can watch with a short hike with a rocky crest. So continue along the path or climb to investigate the shrine. What are we thinking? Pros and cons. I'm not very good at climbing, and we've seen how I've been rolling tonight. I feel like if I climb it, I may fall. Pros of going for the shrine. I mean, it's definitely something. It's gotta be something. I just don't know. Yeah, see, there's gonna be cool stuff, but I also might die pretty hard. So those are the pros and cons. If chat feels one way or another, I will go that way. Otherwise, I may flip a coin because I really don't know what to do. I mean, honestly, I feel like survival is overrated. I feel like I've rolled so bad tonight that I've got to get a good roll in. I've got to. Let's climb up this cliff. The shrine. Oh, I got to just go up there. I was worried for nothing. Atop the summit of a mountain, the mount is a worn-out statue of a muscular man raising a hand to the sky, palm facing backwards. On top of the cracked stone, a brown streak starts from the index finger and runs down his arm and chest, ending in a stone bowl placed in front of his torso. A rolled-up piece of parchment is inside the bowl. As the statue has been abandoned for a long time, identifying which god it represents is not trivial. Inspect the shrine, religion check. Approach the shrine and take the piece of parchment. That was an easy climb. I like that. Okay, a religion check. We all know my religion is a +0. I'm rolling so bad. See, that would have been my climb, and I would have fucking fallen 40 feet to my death. So I'm glad I didn't have to climb. Ooh, okay. Well, that was unsuccessful. An unknown god. Okay. So I can still just take the piece of paper. I didn't climb all the way up here to not get something. Oh, I just realized I think I'm cropping the top of this a little bit too much. Let me fix that while we decide if I'm going to take this paper or not. Your computer needs an exorcism or something. You're rolling like me again. Yes, I know. I know. Somebody asked, it was you that asked when we were playing Doom Clock if I was using the PC that you and Dragonbit used while you were here. And no, it was this one. This computer just started hating me. And I even gave it an upgrade today and it's still not treating me right. I'm just gonna take this piece of paper. What's the worst that can happen? I could get smote, smited, smitted, smitten. Approach the shrine. As you walk forward, thunder echoes in the sky. I'm about to get smoked. You look down at the stone bowl in front of you, a statue, to see the parchment disintegrate as if struck by lightning. A soft wind blows on your skin. The source of the breeze is a small whirlwind, growing larger and larger in the stone bowl. The whirlwind incorporates burnt fragments of parchment, sand, and dust, and from the environment around you, taking shape of a small devil-like creature. Roll initiative. I think I'm fighting a dust devil. Go to battle 3. Okay, so battle 3 on the map. Look at that, everybody. Oh, I think you all can see it better than I can. Let me see that. Okay. Okay. So I'm down a little bit. I mean, I'm only like 5-10 feet away from this thing. What is this thing? What are we fighting? Yeah, why'd I say what's the worst that could happen, Randall? Why'd I say that? Real quick, because we are getting into combat for the first time, I want to, I guess, kind of retcon just so that I'm saying it for the first time. As a Clockwork Soul sorcerer, you get access to Aid at level 5, which I am, I'm gonna just say that I use that as my, where is that? Sorry, I was, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna use that as one of my level 2 spells every day, which just gives you 5 more HP, so that brings me from 17 HP to 22 max HP, which is significantly better. Oh, it's a Mephit. It fights to the death. It uses its blinding breath in the first round, and then it attacks with claws. Okay, we can take this, right? We can take this. I guess it's good old initiative. Cool. How have I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rolls and only one has been above an 8? Now watch. This is this thing's initiative. I guarantee this is gonna be like a nat 20. 14, 11 plus 3. Way better than I've been rolling. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. So its first turn, it's going to use its blinding breath. It exhales a 15-foot cone of blinding fragments of parchment right in my eyes. Lots of paper cuts. I have to make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw or be blinded for a minute. I don't want to be blinded while I'm fighting something. 19 saving throw. Everybody, we did it. We did good on a roll. I'm actually very happy about that. Is this thing made out of paper? I guess not. I'm still gonna go for some fire because I feel like I would think, hey, this thing's made out of paper. I'm gonna burn it up real good. So I'm gonna actually cast a tried and true firebolt. So I'm a Modron, so I'm bipedal. So it's 2 legs and then like a golf ball. I don't know why I said golf ball, because everybody knows what a ball is without me appending golf to it. Because I'm not as small as a golf ball. I'm like a beach ball. And then I've got spindly legs and spindly arms. And one of my arms is always the hand is for fire, and one of them has like cold capabilities. I'm gonna go with the fire hand and cast a firebolt at this bad boy. 18. Yes, please. 10 damage. Is that max? Everybody, you've seen it here first. We have now turned the tables on Roll20. And this thing, I burn away a good chunk of its paper, and it's down to 7 HP. Does that do anything to it? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm really liking this character. I actually put some thought into it because we may be recording episode 1 of Halfway to Heroes tomorrow, and I don't know if they're gonna get to Modrons or anything tomorrow or not, but I was starting to kind of just workshop some characters, some NPCs, and I was thinking that's what got me into this. Anyway, this thing is now gonna try to claw me, and it's got a plus. Is that a 5? That looks like a 5. That seems excessive. Surely 11 doesn't hit me. I have no idea what my armor class is. Ooh, my armor class is a 12. Damn, that almost hit me. Yeah, I think it's kind of blinded a little bit from the fire and the smoke and ashes going into it if it's got eyes. So while it's distracted, I am going to... Jeez. I don't know if I like. I'm at that point where I'm worried about casting spells right now, so I'm trying to rely on my cantrips. I think after casting that firebolt, when I see that it didn't like straight like destroy it or anything, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try the other way, and I'm going to cast frostbite, and that is going to cause its papers to hopefully wither up and get real cold. It will need to make a con saving throw, and its con is 0, so that's lucky. Whew. Failed it with a 9, which is amazing. It doesn't do a lot of damage for frostbite. Let's see how much damage it does. Oh, 1. Does a big 1 damage, so he's down to 6 HP. The good thing about it, though, is now he's got disadvantage on his next attack because he's so dang cold. He's just so dang cold, ain't he? Which is good that he's got disadvantage because that was a 19. Well, don't that just suck? Unless I'm gonna cast shield. I think how long does shield last? Till the start of your next turn. I think I might just take this hit. It's only 1 hit. How much damage does this thing do? 5 slashing. That's quite a bit. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna save my spell slots. I'm worried about future fights. Now I am going to... I am going to go ahead and cast a spell. I wish I would have done it last time and killed this thing for sure and not taken that 5 points of damage. But I'm going to cast magic missiles. These come out of a little compartment in my chest. And it's just like ting ting ting. So that's going to be 3d4 plus 3 damage. I think this thing's dead no matter what. Oh yeah. Oh shit, why didn't I cast that right away? I forget how good magic missile is, especially at low level. With the final blow, the creature disintegrates in front of your eyes, leaving behind only fragments of parchment. You investigate the shrine further without finding anything of value or interest. A soft thunder rumbles in the distance, almost mocking your efforts. Before you leave the shrine, you notice a series of etchings on the stone pillar that supports the bowl. A sequence of drawing depicts someone's story. On the left, a boy sits in the middle of a destroyed village, carving out an owl out of wood. The etchings in the middle depict that bird that, struck by lightning, animates and flies towards the young artist. On the right, the boy sails toward a small mountainous island, whose profile resembles the island you are in right now. The owl is nowhere to be seen, but an open eye floats above the head of the boy. What does this mean? Alright. Continuing along the path. The trail winds up the side of the mountain. Olive trees and small citrus plants become more sporadic as thorny bushes progressively become the main vegetation around you. The sun is high in the sky, but a breeze from the sea refreshes the air, cooling you down. After a sudden turn, the trail squeezes into a narrow gorge. An empty water skin lies on the rocks on the side of the trail. Someone stopped here. Maybe I should do the same before I continue. You may take a short rest. Okay, let me take my short rest real quick. Do sorcerers get spells at short rest? I don't think they do they? Which is unfortunate. I clicked to roll a hit die, but it did not roll a hit die for me. My hit die is... It's an 8. Where do you see your hit die on D&D Beyond? Well, let's go with 8 because I cannot find it. So I've rolled a 3. My con modifier is +1. So okay, that's not bad. And then survival check. Four. Traveling through the gorge. You slow down to let your eyes grow accustomed to the change in the brightness. Steep rock cliffs block the sunlight, casting shadows on the narrow trail in front of you. As you enter the gorge, bushes and small trees are replaced by moss and lichens. The rocks around you are covered by spider webs, sporadic at first, but stronger and denser the further you walk in. Deep into the gorge, you notice some spindle-shaped cocoons on your right, a few feet above your head. Ooh. Examine your surroundings. Approach the cocoons. Why would I ever approach those cocoons? I will examine my surroundings. 7. Jeez, it's back. It's back, everybody. All safe. You let your gaze run around the spider webs connecting cocoons at safe distance. Everything is still. You walk forward another few steps. Several tiny gray spiders on the ground crawling towards you. Something stings the back of your neck. You instinctively raise your arm to realize your body is already covered in spiders that are trying to find a gap to your skin. Go to battle. I'm fighting a swarm of spiders. Ew. What map is this, by the way? This is map 4. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't like that. Yeah, there might be cool stuff in those cocoons, right? There might be treasure. Okay. So, on the map, so they're on me. Oh yeah, I'm with you, Danny. I'm not liking this. So I think it's just straight initiative. I don't think they got to jump on me. It's just now they're at me, which is fine. I mean, they would have gotten to me eventually. Here's my initiative. Not bad. Not as good as theirs, though. They get to go first. So they are going to bite. They're just going to be biting at me. Wow, somehow they missed. So I think I'm kind of swat. Well, it's hard for them because I made it all out of metal. So they can't really find any skin to bite. And I think they're maybe not really liking the taste of me that much. And it's kind of a deterrent. Yeah, Danny, that's what I was just looking at right there. I was looking at what kind of spells can set myself on fire. Scorching Ray would probably do the trick. Oh, sleep would be funny. Put all the spiders to sleep and then just leave. Let's see here. Swarm spider clone. Okay, so I need to attack it as if it's like a regular thing. Oh, I just realized all my range spells would be at disadvantage since they are on me. Ooh, don't like that. What do I got? Do I got any touch? I may have to do another magic missile. I could have sworn I took Shatter, but I'm not seeing it, unfortunately. So I don't know what happened there, but oh well. I have to do it. I gotta do another magic missile and try to just try to get some of these off of me. And like, I'm picturing the magic missiles will come out and like hit one target for sure, but then collateral damage will hit a couple more. I am gonna unarmed strike some and squish some after. You know what? I keep forgetting, everybody. I keep forgetting that I am a sorcerer, which means I actually have stuff to do, as in my font of magic. I've got Quicken spell, and I've got Twinned spell. I could do Quickened and do Magic Missile and okay. Sorry, I was just looking at something because I am immune to poisoned, but I don't think that means I have anything like against poison damage. I just can't be poisoned. Okay. This is only the second attack. I don't know if it's gonna even be. All right, let me just do the magic missile and see what happens real quick. $11 points of damage, not bad. That I get about half the spiders real quick. Bonus action. I am going to Quicken spell and cast Firebolt. Oh, so that would have hit, but I have disadvantage. Damn it. Okay, yeah, so I shoot off these magic missiles, and they do good job. They take out about half the spiders, but then I try to shoot a firebolt, but of course, them being on me, it wasn't ideal. Then the rest of them are gonna try to bite me some more. Good, I mean, they're doing bad too, which is very, very nice. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is unarmed strike, dagger. I've got 2 daggers. I can attack with 2 daggers, right? Since I got 2 of them. Would that just be me like doing an attack and then doing a bonus action for the second attack? I think so. Let's do that. Let's try to do 2 dagger attacks. I'm more like chopping than like stabbing, like pokey. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I rolled 2 11s? Their AC is a 12. Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'm since there's not that many, it's kind of hard to really catch them. They're so small and squirrely. Whew. That means that we have to try the bite again. I really don't want to get bit by them. I think it's going to hurt really bad. Thank you. Thank you, Roll20, for rolling equally bad. Alright. I liked that, though. As they're all crawling over me, I think the double dagger is by far the best thing I can do. So I'm going to try that again. I got a dirty 20 and an 8. So, like, first slash, get it. Let's see how many I get. 4. Not too bad. For first slash, I get a couple more of the spiders. But now we'll say there's 8 spiders left. We'll say there was 22. And now they're down to 8. No, that math doesn't check out. I did 11 damage. 11 plus 4 is 15, of course, so they have got 7 health left. So there are 7 spiders left. And these 7 spiders are probably going to bite me right now. My luck cannot hold up. My luck can hold up. Okay. You need me to get into your roll 20 and absorb the terrible roll. I do. Maybe that's how it works, Danny. Maybe if you're also in the roll 20, you just steal all the bad juices, and then that's when everybody else rolls really good. There we go. I got another 17, another 4, 3 dang little spiders left. 3 dang spiders. You believe that? And now watch. One of those is going to be like the queen spider, though, that does absurd amounts of damage. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here it comes. All right. Do we roll 2d6 or just take 7? Man, I feel like it has the potential to be way more than 7, but also it could be lower than 7. Well, Danny, next solo rolling, maybe we could do a one-on-one adventure, like me and Geronda did for the Extra Life, and then you'll have all terrible rolls, and I'll have good rolls. Okay, I think I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna roll it. Yes, so glad I rolled it. 3 less damage is a big deal at this level. And now I've got to kill these now I'm getting ready to just poke these individual spiders that are climbing over me. Yeah, oh yeah. I killed 3, and then there was a spider that was just minding its own fucking business on the tree next to me, and I fucking got that one too, just because I was so mad. 96. Spider swarm looting. What were they carrying? Gold? Most of the swarm of spiders lies at your feet. Those that aren't squished on the ground are fleeing as quickly as possible. Whatever made the cocoons are much larger. Probably a giant spider. I'd probably hurry if you think. I do think that. If you have talked with the centaur merchant about body parts, oh yeah. You can harvest 2d8 tiny spiders to sell. Are you kidding me? He said 20 gold. Each. 5. I didn't roll very good, but okay. 5 little poison spiders. Investigating the spider cocoon. After having neutralized the spider swarm threat, you approach the cocoons. Most of them are the size of small animals, probably birds, squirrels, but a couple of them contain larger animals, like maybe a small deer. What is more interesting, however, are the remnants of a cocoon not far from the ambush site. Shredded to pieces, the torn spiderwebs are mixed with colorful fabric. Behind it, partially hidden by the spiderwebs, are the bodies of 2 giant spiders. Oh. So we can do a religion check, nature check, investigation check. I mean, I'm kind of piecing together what's happened here. But I think the most thing I'd want to investigate the remnants. Got a 9. You investigate the shredded fabric, but understand little besides color. Go back to 89. Let's do a nature check. We'll just go ahead and go down this list and just try them all. See what I can get. 14. Method oh, something got away. You know that giant spiders use their poison to keep their prey paralyzed, assembling the cocoon while eating. The shredded spider webs indicate that whatever has been captured has not been eaten by a giant spider. Yeah, I kind of pieced that together. Search for connection with the gods? I mean, why not? Eight. That's why not. 92. Continuing along the trail, you keep following the path inside the gorge. Spiderwebs now cover most of the rocks around you. Not even moss or lichens can be found. You turn to the right and you find your path blocked by a vertical wall of rock. A cavern opens up about 20 feet from the ground. Arrive from below. Patches of spiderweb cover the rocky wall that leads to the cavern entrance. I could use them as handholds. Is it a good idea? If you use rope or cast a spell like levitate or spider climb, you automatically reach the entrance. Climb the stone without trying to touch the spider webs. Make a DC 20 athletics check. Climb the stone wall using the spider webs to pull yourself up. Make a DC 5 strength check. So I see what's going to happen here. I'm going to touch those spider webs, and I'm going to get up there no problemo. And then a big ass fucking spider's going to come and eat my ass. So I am looking at something that will get me up there, and I've got nothing. Okay. Don't touch the webs. So that, Danny, that means that I'm gonna have to make a DC 20 strength check? Fuck it, let's try it. No, I don't think it's possible. What's my strength? My athletics is it's +2? For some reason I'm proficient in athletics. It must be a Modron thing. So that's gonna be a really hard check, but here it... I'm looking at my features real quick to make sure I can't do anything. Okay. Here it goes. An 18! I was so close! Oh, I was so close. So close. Falling down, your foot slips, sharp rock edge cuts into your knee. You take 1d6 bludgeoning damage, half if you succeed on an acrobatics check. Okay, let me try that. I will try that, please. 13. Oh, so I take half a d6. Whoa, good thing I passed that. I will take 3 falling damage. Ooh, I'm getting down there on HP. Alright, I'm back. I think I have to touch the webs. I have to. Otherwise, I'll just keep falling like that. I don't want to. I made it, though. Climb up using the spiderwebs. The sticky spiderwebs offer easy grip for your hands. Climbing is simple and you reach the entrance without much effort. It's dark in here, but not pitch black. Ooh, I am inside the cave now. Let me try to get a feel for how... So we're on page 36. Okay. I was just trying to gauge if, with it being 9 o'clock, if that means that I should stop here and do the other half on another solo rolling, or if I'm going to be able to finish this in 1 hour. Because what I wouldn't want to do is play for 1 more hour and then have like 15 minutes left of it. So we've made it 36 pages, and there's 56 more. We might be about the halfway point. I'm gonna have to take some notes though. I think we will. Might as well split it, I think. Yeah. I really, unless I'm doing like a series like 8 Petals Argent, I really like getting these knocked out in one episode so somebody can, you know, find it on YouTube, sit down and watch a playthrough, and not have to watch 2. But oh man, this is a really tough decision. I think I might just try for it. Let's just go for it. Yeah, let's try it. I was just looking at it. I really don't want to have to split this one because it feels like I'm so close to the end. I would hate to have just like an hour-long episode in 2 weeks. So inside the cave, you enter the cave ready for anything to happen. There's an absolute silence. You cannot hear your own footsteps on the web-covered floor. Don't like that. In front of you is a dimly lit cavern in the middle of which stands a wide stone pillar. Thick spiderwebs cover the rocky ceiling and hang still from the walls like silk drapes. Sections of those spiderwebs are finely threaded in tapestries of different sizes, each of them in a different shade of colors of the night sky, dark blue to black with purple and almost green hues, all with patterns of stars glowing bright white. You realize that the constellations depict scenes of humanoids and different creatures. Examine it on the north side. Stars dance in a swift moves on this organic canvas. As you approach, the luminous dots coalesce into recognizable shapes. The constellations show an artist painting on a canvas. On his shoulder is a perched owl. The animal looks up at the stars with eyes crackling with lightning. The constellation of Thasus, the god of sea, dominates the night sky. As soon as the constellation of a fisher sailing on a sea full of fish appears in the night sky, the owl flies into the artist. As if struck by inspiration, the artist starts to paint the same fisher on a sea full of fish was shown by star seas moments ago. The artist looks at the painting and smiles. To continue examining the pastry, go to 111. Confrontation. The stars return to their aimless wandering, then depict another scene. The artist now sits alone under a cypress where the crop fields meet the shore. In the form of a giant crab, the god Thassa approaches him, and the two start to talk. She towers over him and glares coldly. He shakes his head, hiding the owl behind his back. Thassa's constellation turns into a fog bank and storms away, and the artist thumps against the rock, upset and terrified. The star is visible once again. You see again the painter assisted by the lightning owl, composing several pieces of art that show fragments of the happy lives of villagers. When the constellation of Thessa disappears from the sky, however, the stars in the night sky begin to depict tragedies and misfortunes. Realizing that his pieces of art show tragedies, the artist hides his creations. In the corner of the spiderweb canvas, Thassa constellation lurks in the shadows, observing the artist. If you don't have the item Mysterious Fabric, you may take part of the tapestry. Okay, so we now have Mysterious Fabric. Let's go to 115. Thick strands of spider webs are woven together with great care and skill to create this large tapestry. Look to see if you can find anything behind the tapestry. Make a perception check. That is a big old 4. Nothing here. Central pillar. Destiny. Dots of bright light flicker quickly in the night sky colors. Moving around the spiderweb canvas as if dancing in the rhythm of a mellow song, the stars cluster into constellations. One seems particularly familiar. It represents you. In this possible future, you are in front of what you recognize as 2 constellations in one. Human and spider. Ooh. The stars make up this double constellation, whirl quickly and reform as another double constellation, Owl and Lightning. This new constellation flies towards you. Your constellation is now made of more stars, but it is identical to what it was earlier. Other constellations float into the canvas. You recognize mythical creatures and perilous journeys. Your constellation always stands in the middle, triumphant. In the background, dimly lit stars outline a 4-armed cloaked figure. And then in my head I hear, Kephos Owl can help you fulfill your destiny. The tapestry changes again. You recognize yourself in a cave standing in the tapestry made of spiderwebs. The stars show you an arachnid creature lurking behind you where the central pillar meets the ceiling of the cave. Attack the creature. Oh, I get a choice. Here we go. Randall thinks this might be the final scene. Yeah, well, if so, we made a good call. It might be. It might have just been, I don't know. Like I said, it would be super hard to make one of these, so I don't know what all these other choices are, but it feels like I'm getting close to the finale. Attack the creature. Roll initiative. I will still play that Campaign 2 Halfway to Heroes theme song here before this is over too. Look for the creature on top of the pillar with advantage if you have a light source. Call for the creature saying you are not hostile. Oh fuck. Need your help, chat. I need your help real bad. I don't know. I literally don't know what to do with those. Now, I do have lights. I've got dancing lights. And if I'm not able to see in here, I will have ignited them, obviously. So yeah, I think... or should I just call out to it? What if it's a nice big old spider? Unlikely, I've never met a nice spider. I'm going to try to look, and I am going to use advantage. I'm going to light up my dancing lights. Oh wow, both of those would have succeeded. Let me play a cave soundtrack real quick, because I'm actually getting like, oh, this one's called The Spider's Den. Fuck yes. Chat, can you let me know if you can or cannot hear that, please? I wish I had Vicious Mockery. 114. It is pretty quiet. I'll turn it up a little bit more. So, also it's raining outside my room now, so it might get loud. Look for the creature. I succeeded. The creature hides on top of the stone pillar in front of you. That's so fucking creepy. I've been in this cave for so damn long, and this thing's been up there this whole time. Dark hairs have cover a swollen body from which spout 8 spider legs. The creature's head is that of a middle-aged man, jaw replaced by spider fangs. Patches of its body resemble dark night skies. The creature stares at you. Realizing it has been spotted, the spider with a human head skitters down the stone in front of you. I'm gonna try to talk to it. I would way rather not fight this thing. The spider with a human head moves, seeking shelter close to the base of the stone pillar. Why do you come here? You explain what you're looking for, Calphlos. Well, here I am. Okay, so I kind of thought this was going to be Calphlos, but at the same time, ask if it's true that he cursed people. Ask how he became what he is now. Ask if he knows why the gods wanted to find him. I think... Oh, this option... Oh, shit. Never mind. I was going to say, I think that one is definitely the one we want to ask him. Why the gods want us to find him. Because that's... Our whole mission is to find this guy. It says the option... This option will end the conversation. But I mean, that's really the only one we really need. I'm gonna ask him it. I'm gonna do it. You ask Kephos why he thinks the gods wanted you to find him. I think, of course. The metamorphic arachnid lights up. Oh, I remember. A vase I painted last summer. That was the one prophecy I had not yet seen fulfilled. It is happening now. You are confronted. The spider. Well, you would be me. That would be me. And the last panel represented my owl. Kephos closes his eyes for a moment. From behind his back, a light gray owl takes flight, circling around the two of you to perch on Kephos' shoulder. The bird fixes its gazes upon you, lightning crackling in its eyes. The owl sheds a dim light, intermittent like a thunderstorm far on the horizon. Under its wings and its other areas where shadow would be cast, you see patches of night sky. Kephos raises a spider leg and clumsily pats the head of the spider, ruffling the feathers. And then looks at you. This is my source of inspiration. This is how Karanos grants me visions of the future. I hid her from Thasso at a great cost, and now the gods want you to have her for some reason. He looks back at the spiderweb tapestry. And I cannot keep her anymore. Will you take care of her? The owl hoots in your direction, flapping her wings slowly. The lights around her flash more brightly. Fuck yeah, I'll take a thunder owl. Who would do that? Who would refuse a thunder owl? The thunder owl. I think you were right, Randall. I feel like, okay. You lift your arm, inviting the owl to perch on your forearm. The owl hoots. I got too many owls. It would have been very fun to be an owl, Eric Hoker, on this one. The owl hoots loudly and leaps from Kephos' shoulder, flying in your direction. Instead of perching on your forearm, the owl flies toward your face, vanishing into your head. Oh, fuck. You float in the night sky. All around you are scattered thousands of stars. The Nyx, the realm of the gods. These stars coalesce in constellations depicting Several different creatures in quick succession, the imposing horns of Minotaur, a large dog with 3 heads, snakes hissing malicious secrets in the ears of Medusa. You know you're glimpsing into your future. The stars around you fade, you blink a few times, and you realize that you are back in the cavern. The owl is nowhere to be seen, but you can hear a gentle hooting in the back of your head. Oh god, I got another mental voice. In truth, I had several visions of this moment. One where you accepted the owl, one where the owl flew away free, and one where you killed me. It was the first time that I foresaw several different futures. For the first time, I knew not what would happen today. You are destined to do something important, at least something important for the gods. Thank you, traveler, Kephos says, looking up, his body becoming progressively more diaphanous as you hear the echo of a distant thunder. I have fulfilled my fate, and I leave the mortal world knowing that Keranos' blessing is safe with you. And at that, the stars that made Kephos' silhouette disperse in the cave, floating up to recreate a starry night sky on the ceiling of the cave. Constellations of nymphs, unborn ideas, and gods alike all pause in awe to contemplate the pieces of art left by the newborn constellation. 1:35 to leave the cave. You approach the mouth of the cave, ready to leave behind the dark cavern with the spiderweb tapestries, and as you do, a voice echoes in the tunnel that leads outside. It's Thassa's will that you die, Kephos. Petty traps of falling rocks will not help you. I know you hide in this cave. Thassos, watch as I, your most devout servant Bisus, deliver the punishment you have ordered. Fucking Bisus again. A short, stocky Triton burges into the cave, holding nothing but a conch shell. Bisus raises his shell, and the circular spots on his green skin start to shed a bright light enough to illuminate the room. Where is he? Where's Kephos? You helped him escape, he says, eyeing me. Kephos' profane art will not pollute Keratin anymore. The village will be completely devoted to Thassa, and I will find him and kill him, but first I will eat you. Jeez. I really like this guy and his floppy fin. One sec. Yeah, I can't believe he's so mean. My prayers have been heard. He throws a pouch of coins at my feet. The circular spots on his green body shine even brighter as the Triton turns around to leave the cave. Okay. Wait, can I just let him leave? Wait, okay, I missed something. My son came in, and he should be asleep, but he wasn't. But he just came in. Oh, I was reading the wrong one. Okay, where is the I will eat you? I was like, he said he was gonna eat me. Oh, his body starts to swell, and his limbs become elongated, its mouth wider, and his eyes bulge. Oh no. He looks like an angry toad. Yeah, I was so confused. I was like, wait, he said he's gonna eat me, and then he just gave me a bunch of money? Okay, so I'm glad we got a couple spells still, but I do think my HP is down quite a bit, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I'm almost half health. We're gonna need some big shit here. Okay. This is map 7. Really don't want to die on the last map. Okay, so it's the big cave. He's in the cave entrance. Cure wounds! Yes! Thank you, Danny. I always have to look up what cure wounds says. I think it's 3d8 you get to give me. Oh. 1d8. Oh, I was thinking of Call Lightning. So 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. So that was a 2. And then, of course, Danny's spellcasting modifier is going to be at least baseline cleric. So at least another 2. So I'm going to give a 4 from that, which is a huge help. And watch, I bet that 4 is going to save me in here. Okay, battle notes. He fights to the death. He casts Shield of Faith and then attacks the PC, trying to grapple and swallow them. And then he casts Cure Wounds on himself if injured. Okay, if you're attacked... Okay. Okay, so I need us both to roll some initiative. I got a 13, not terrible. He got a first nat 20 of the night, 21. Fuck. I don't think I've gotten to go first in combat once yet. Okay, so his first round, he's going to cast Shield of Faith. Which, of course, just gives him... is that the one I've got? Shield of Faith. No, that's Shield. 5e Shield of Faith. What's that do? It's... bonus action, gives him +2 AC. Concentration, though. And then attacks and tries to grapple and swallow. So, as in attacks... so he's going to have to try to bite me first with a +4. Okay. That's all I needed to know. Oof, that would hit... pretty hard. Level 10 knitting wizard. That you are. What can I do to not to make that no? Make that a no. Tell him stop it. I don't think there's anything I can do to tell him to stop. Cut it out. Okay. Yeah, that fucking happens. 7 damage, and I'm grappled. Oof, that's bad for like a lot of reasons. The target is grappled. Okay. I'm just looking up some rules real quick. So I can still do shit even while restrained, so that's fine. Attack rolls against me have advantage, and my attack rolls have disadvantage. That's fine, because as a clockwork soul, I can cancel out that disadvantage, which I will. And that's just a free thing, I think. Let me check that. It's my reaction. So yes, for my reaction, I'm going to cancel out my disadvantage on this next attack, and I'm about to just fucking go ham on this guy. I'm going to go ahead and quicken spell, and I'm going to be casting Scorching Ray. Wow, really only one of those is going to hit. Only one Scorching Ray is going to hit. That's very unfortunate. But for 7 points of fire damage, that's not terrible. And then, so he's down to 21 HP. And then another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to Quicken Spell. And I'm going to just go ahead and cast... let me see. I'm going to Chill Touch. I'm going to Chill Touch him because I want him to have... No. I'm going to Frostbite him. So he needs to make a con saving throw. He's got a +1. Please fail this. 6. Boom. It's not about the damage, which is only 1. So he has now taken 8 points of damage. So he's down to 20. But now he's got disadvantage on his next attack against me, which is now his turn. So he is going to try to swallow me. He has to make 1 bite attack against me. Okay. Oh, oofa doofa. Oh man, even my shield wouldn't stop that. Oh no. Oh no, this might be it, folks. Power Helm, I might be dead. I'm about to be dead, I think. Oh god.
No, God!
Let's see.
No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Okay. So what's gonna happen is, I get swallowed. So with me being swallowed, at the start of each of his turns now, I will take 11 acid damage. I'm in his belly. I'm getting all rusted. I need to kill him 20 points of damage right now or I lose. So to do that, I'm going to Magic Missile. I think that's my most surefire thing to do. Shield won't help. No, shield. My armor class is so low. Shield would not have saved me. Okay, so I did 12 points of damage, and then of course, I'm gonna do 2 things. One, I'm gonna make it so I don't have disadvantage on this next attack I'm about to do, and I'm gonna use my last Quicken spell. And I'm going to cast Firebolt. And the only way I can win here is if A, I hit him, and B, I do at least 8 points of damage. No pressure. Yeah, I was gonna have disadvantage because I've been swallowed, but I'm using my... How many more? I think I might have... Oh, this is my last Restore Balance, which is a Clockwork Magic origin thing, which I'm able to cancel out a disadvantage or an advantage, but I'm gonna cancel out my disadvantage. I'm using my last Quicken. He's got 8 HP. So I have to do an 8-point Firebolt right here, or I will most certainly die. 18 hit. Oh my god. I was on pins and needles there. Oh my goodness. Roll 20 came in clutch. So I just cooked this fucking frog from the inside out. And I am covered in goo, rusted, not feeling great. I take his conch shell. Fuck yeah, I do. Because I'm going to sell it. Okay, bro. Probably your dog. Bisis's body lies at your feet. I don't think it's much of a body anymore. I kind of cooked it all. No one's ever gonna know whether Thassa really commanded him to hunt down Kaphos or he was just a fanatic. Return to Keratin. Ari's watching. This entry is from the champion's point of view. You can skip it if you wish. I'm gonna skip it because I don't think we need to know what she's thinking. We need to get back to Norman. You walk out the gorge, shielding your eyes from the sun, now low on the horizon. Far away, a large bird looks in your direction. You clearly see 2 wings flapping, but it may have more as there seems to be blurred shadow behind them. Is this thing following me? If you have acquired the lightning owl, go to 144. For a moment, the natural world around you falls utterly silent. The owl will let you glimpse into the future. You flinch at the soft whisper. This is going to be a very useful ability. Before you can act, you feel something grip your right shoulder and you turn instinctively and soft feathers caress your face. That's so weird. The owl hoots and points toward her head. In the shadows cast by a large rock, you see stars combined in constellations that you recognize. Temple, volcano, horns. You turn toward the owl and she is gone. If the spider has become a constellation, go to 146. Clear sky. You walk back into the woods up to the point where the road forks. As you admire the sunset on the horizon, a warm wind blows from behind you, making you climb down to the village. Pleasant. As you arrive, thunder echoes in the cloudless sky. It is said that warm wind and thunder with the clear side means that Karanos, god of storm, is satisfied, you think. If you have killed the crops, no. If the spider has become a constellation, go to 149. The Elseid Kephos constellation. You walk by the crops at the edge of the village of Keratin. Among the golden grain, you see a male nymph standing tall and looking at the stars that are slowly appearing in the night sky. He laughs heartedly, pointing at Kephros' constellation in the sky, and then he dives into the field of grain. I have not. The showdown. God, I hope I don't have a fucking showdown. I've got hardly any HP. It does not take long for the people of Keratin to realize that you have returned, and you buy cheese and bread for your travel, spending some time on the market, and then you head to your boat. Traveler, a voice calls as you cross the square of Keratin. You see the high priest of Thessa walk towards you. Oh yeah, she had a real raspy voice. She wears a robe made out of seaweed, woven to look like waves across the body. 20 or so people follow her. I have heard that you have been in the woods searching for our exile Kephros. Has he paid his life to Thalos? Say he was innocent. It's a reason for misfortune. If Bios is alive, do not say anything about what you have discovered. Simply that he is gone forever. No, I like this dude. I'm gonna... Oh no, I don't know. That a fight might pop off if I talk shit. They don't need to know the details. Kephros is gone, you announce simply. Praised be Thassa. Our lives will be filled with peace and quiet. All the villagers cheer and come to thank you, and they organize a feast in the square. At some point, someone asks where Bisis is, and a few villagers leave the celebrations to look for the Triton. This is when you decide to sail away from Keratin, ready for new adventures. Yeah, they don't need to know. Epilogue. We did it, everybody, and we're still a little bit under time. Crufix's whisper boiled in his champion. Whispers boiled in the... I did not understand that sentence at first. It is done. The traveler took their first step toward their destiny, and they were offered to become an oracle, able to glimpse the future by communicating with the gods. A gift and a curse at the same time. The champion spoke back to Crufix. She could have communicated telepathically, but she still preferred to speak aloud. I suppose it's not up to us to judge whether they accept it or not. I agree. I don't think we should... Judgment or expectation would make us try to challenge or change the traveler's actions to what we think is best. But I don't think we should do that, even if we wanted. The champion nodded. She flew higher into the night sky, still watching over the traveler who was sailing, apparently unaware of her presence. Thassa proved to be a vengeful god. The champion needed to be ready to act if anything happened to the boat. The traveler had to continue their journey, for the fate of mortals and gods depended on what their destiny would be. Aftermath. Sell items. Okay, so I can sell some shit. Ooh, I got his conch shell, so that's 50 gold. If you talk to the merchant, oh, you earn a maximum of 20 GP. I did not get 20. The choices you have made in this game will influence the next chapters of this journey. So I'll have to take all of these code words that I did. I mean, he's dead. I did not free Pearl. I don't know who Pearl even is. And I got the lightning owl. I do have the mysterious fabric. Okay. So that's cool. I really hope that Dicey Choices continues this, not just for the sake of the show having more content to run, but I did like this one a lot. It was fun, and I do like that I was able to get it done in, you know, under. I think it was. I don't know. It was maybe like about 2 hours even. I started like right at like 7:40, so it's like right on the 2 hour mark. Kind of started going a little bit quicker on the end. Hey everybody, real quick before we go, let's take a sneak peek at this Halfway to Heroes 2 song that we may be getting. Hey, we got a new patron tonight. Ken, if you're watching this, you might not be. It might have just been coincidence, but if you are watching this, thank you, Ken. That keeps all of our shows going. All right, and now I'm excited to hear this because I still have not heard this either. Yeah, this is the new one, Johnny. Your email title was "Oh Man." Nobody other than new H2H. Does it loop here, Johnny? Man, I really like it. Now it's looping. Yeah, so we'd probably fade. What we usually do is we usually fade out the songs around like 33 seconds, 34 seconds. I do that so that if somebody's listening to our show and they're binge listening to the show and they don't want to listen to the theme songs 10 times in a day, they're able to just click the 15-second fast forward twice, and then that gets to just like the last like 2-3 seconds of the song. So like you had the perfect fade out point around that like 35-second mark where it kind of changed the pitch. So man, I'm excited. I'm actually, as soon as I end this, I'm gonna be prepping just in case. John, I don't know if you saw, but we're planning on doing the Q&A tomorrow for campaign 1, and then possibly, depending on how things go, maybe even recording episode 1, which I need to prep for now. Yeah, so I'm gonna start prepping now in case we do. We might not record episode 1 tomorrow, but if we do, I want to be ready for it. So thank you everyone for watching. Yeah, Johnny made the Roll for Weird song. Just whatever fucking software he did. He made Halfway to Heroes 1 song. He made the One Shot Onslaught song. I think he made like all of them but Doom Clock. So yeah, I'm excited. Johnny, no pressure, but we will probably want a new One Shot Onslaught theme song here soon when we start campaign 2, I'm thinking. But yes, thank you all so much for hanging out with me and watching. It's way better when I have people to chat with also while playing these and help me not die. Thank you to our new patron if you are watching this. And a couple things to plug. Yeah, campaign 2 of Halfway to Heroes is coming very, very soon. Like I said, we might be recording episode 1 tomorrow. It's gonna be releasing in August for sure. I don't want to keep people waiting any longer. So episode 1 of campaign 2 will be releasing in August. Hey, we got 100 ratings and reviews on Halfway to Heroes. So I got the Scrimmore staff tattoo, like I said I was going to when we hit 100, and I got it the day we hit 100. And but that doesn't mean we want to stop there. So if you haven't given us a rating review on Halfway to Heroes, please do. When we hit 200, I'll get another tattoo. Also, we have got Doom Clock next Friday. So Doom with the 1 hour warranty. Next Friday, we have got Doom Clock, which is our Shiver TTRPG horror comedy show. It's time traveling fun. We will be going to the 1600s Friday. Last episode we went to the 80s and it was so much fun. So super pumped to go to the 1600s and have another change of pace. I'm really loving that show. It's my second ever homebrew story I've ever made. So super pumped for that. I've got to go to our Halloween store and get my kind of like pirate get up for that. What else we got? We've got a couple of things. We have got coming up this coming Tuesday is That's Pretty Crafty with Jeremy Fair as a guest on, and they're going to be doing a paint and sip where they are going to be drinking wine and painting Walking Dead, if I'm not mistaken, pieces of art. So that's going to be very fun. I'm actually very excited for that one. Not next Friday. Oh God, I guess we're like 3 Fridays out before Roll for Weird is back. I think One Shot Onslaught is finally going to get a new episode drop this coming Tuesday. We're going to do a part 2 to Fires of Isk. That show is our show where I DM one-shots from DM's Guild. We only run one-shots from DM's Guild on that podcast. We have the same characters, but we just tie them together, and we just tie all the different one-shots together. And they're about to re-roll new level 1 characters after 2 more one-shots. They're level 19 one-shot and they're level 20 one-shot, and then we're going to start back over with new level 1 characters. So very excited for that. I feel like I plugged a lot of stuff. Hey, my wife started Twitch streaming, and I'm usually there also. She hasn't really done many solo games yet. She's still kind of working up her confidence to do that. So in the meantime, I've been playing video games with her. So if you want to come watch me and my wife play video games together, it is twitch.tv/that_Brittany. And I'm going to put it in chat because her name is spelled weird. I've never seen anybody spelled spell it Britany like she does. And yeah, we'll be back 2 weeks with another solo adventure, maybe a one-on-one adventure instead of a solo. We will see. But thank you all so much, and I've got to go prep some Halfway to Heroes. Bye, everybody.